Hi, I'm Marcia LeBeau, reading to you from South Orange, New Jersey. I've been fortunate enough to be in 2 Moon City reviews, 2016 and more recently in 2020. So I'm going to be reading to you from both. First, the 2016. Beautiful cover. Why I skipped my poetry workshop for blow-drying boot camp. No one is dying for lack of what is found at the Anthony Garubo Salon on Maplewood Avenue. Wine and cheese and a free hair product are offered. This does not happen at the Pattison Public Library. In comfy swivel chairs, the torque of the ultimate blow dryer is discussed, not the merits of the latest literary journal. Alligator clips are being passed around, not a single sharp-toothed barb. All the hot air in the salon has a purpose. Looking in the mirror at our strawberry-scented wet hair, none of us pretend to know what we are doing. I'm feeling called to take on aching arms and burnt scalp instead of writer's cramp. My goal? Round brushing my hair into stick-straight submission. A submission I accept without hesitation. A car called Poem. I know a poet who named his car Poem. When he asked, "Don't you love my little poem?" his friends would rack their brains trying to think of the last thing he had written, and if it indeed was short, and if it was any good, for that matter. And there would be an awkward silence as the poem passenger was trying to figure this out, whereupon the poet would start feeling quite melancholy, first about his car, and then about his latest piece that was in fact quite long and wasn't really getting much traction in the poetry world. This is how he began to think it was time to take a different route with his work altogether. Not that anyone would notice or care, but he simply needed to feel better about his oeuvre. Yes, he thought, time to go short and sweet. He might just park Poem at the local Walmart and write with the radio cranked, while tired, overwrought shoppers walked by, peering briefly at the loud, shaking car, but ultimately not really caring what was going on inside, since they had dry rods of spaghetti at home, waiting to be boiled. 2016. Now for the most recent 2020 gorgeous, wonderful journal. Training. My skin is a soft snow coat that shields me from hurricanes and hatred. Too short to cover my thighs, it beckons the man to sit next to me in an empty New Jersey transit car. I cannot hear what he's saying, his salt and vinegar breath so close. I'm trained to sit and smile and nod and cannot, yes, believe this, cannot think of another way to stop the talk besides fake yawn, a turn toward the window, my temple cold on glass. Minutes later, he's rubbing his finger up the side of my thigh, light as meringue. I can almost pretend it is not there. I am ice. Who knew blood could stop while napping? Slow breath fools no one. The finger extends its length. I tunnel inwards. His pressure gets heavier. My eyes snap open like a broken shade. I stand, turn so he will let me out. I do not look at his face. As I squeeze by, enticed by the mouth of the next car, he yells, "What's wrong?" "Need more space," I whisper back. He doesn't hear me. He can't. I have flown away. A species of bird never named. Thank you. Thank you, Moon City Press, for all you do. And thank you, Michael and Sarah, for believing in my work.